I am to report this and this only about what I witnessed last night. Remember, I can hardly say anything about this terrorist cell. Okay. So last night, around 8:30, after stuff and things I'm not allowed to talk about, the female cannibal terrorist, the one that just vacated the residence of 1509 and went to the sidewalk in her expensive brand new clothes, holding her purse, as dead body stench billowed out into the fresh oxygen behind her. That same female terrorist started blasting my YouTube testimonies for a good 10 minutes, running them, and then waited for me to come back into the extra room, and then began shouting on the phone to be heard, to be seen, to be filmed, to be talked about. Hold on. Even with my ear plugged, I have to stop. The noise is so great here and so intense. The noise is indescribable in this lovely town. Hold on. Okay, so picking back up. By the second time I came back in, which was, I don't know, a few minutes, handful of minutes, to the extra room, this conversation, the rant, it was a rant, loud, and female Jewish organized crime, former sex worker, former prostitute, involved with the drug cartel, involved with Israeli organized crime, introduced into ISIS terrorist cell and made into a bomb maker, where I have witnessed this female and male then about a year, I would say, but this is my deposition. The agents know to exact the charges and dates, but they started dismembering. And this is really gory stuff I just can't keep talking about. So they both are really active with a lot of violence and heinous felony crimes. Okay, and she just went out to the sidewalk because the town fucking loves her here, dude. She is their fucking hero. Hold on, there's a lot of noise here. We have to wait. Anyway, so this female terrorist, violent terrorist, then began ranting. This female terrorist is very incapable of not being... This female terrorist is incapable, it was proven, of being quiet. Whatever genius has her with her hands in chemical poisons and bomb making doesn't seem to think that that's a serious liability. Wherever she goes, she's hollering at the top of her lungs to be seen, to be heard, to be filmed. She is world fucking famous. And this town, they encourage that. And she should just go out there and get on stage and sing and talk about this place when they have the next dance party, because that is what is happening here. I am almost serious when I say that. So this Israeli Jewish sex worker, prostitute, is running the ISIS terrorist, Al-Qaeda terrorist camp. Yep. ISIS and Al-Qaeda are a fucking big fake. And the fact they go to Mecca and all that, yeah, you need to really start examining and questioning all that sorts of stuff and things, but I can't talk. It's been proven you really ought to. All right, so, but the point is, last night she started ranting. All I ever report is the female ranting. I know, yelling, screaming, doing something of that. That's all she's capable of doing, folks. So just expect it when I report her that this is part of the package. Hold on, a lot of noise. All right, so the female terrorist then began ranting, and this rant went on for a good 10 minutes or longer. She was reporting me and reporting all my YouTube testimony, witness evidence. So I have one thing to say to the Russian organized crime that runs and operates YouTube. Go ahead and strike it down. You're not going to stop the nuclear holocaust. You're not going to stop any of the WMDs. You're not going to stop me from reading headlines in here of all your politicians dropping from the sky, getting shot on stages, however they get assassinated. You ain't going to stop none of that. You're just not, okay? You go ahead and let your female terrorist, who engages in cannibalism and does the most violent gore crime I've ever fucking heard of myself, personally I've ever heard of, call you up, rant at you, and order you around too. All right? You all take orders from prostitutes here, and just that statement alone is evident too. Hold on, lots of noise. Lots and lots of noise here with our hookers, prostitutes. DC rules. Anyways, this is evidence too why you're just not going to last very long. Okay, but don't bother addressing these kind of mutants because they believe this is strong arm. This is dictatorship. All right, let them believe whatever, dude. They believe they're girls. These homos. All right, so the female terrorist was reporting my YouTubes. And now don't forget, to the public, I can't talk about anything I witnessed last night. That's all I'm allowed to even say right fucking now. So she's up there reporting my YouTubes, running her mouth to the moon and back in front of who? Serious counter-terrorist agents. Yeah, and they wonder why. They wonder why what happened to America happened. No, they won't be here. Most of the people who would sit around and wonder how that happened get hit with the WMDs. What's the point of a weapon of mass destruction? To keep everybody so we can kumbaya and talk about it later? No, weapons of mass destruction leave 10-mile holes in your fucking ground. You ain't sitting around talking about it after the fact. I gotta go. I'm absolutely done with plugging my ears.